Hi friends, today I'm doing the Miss World Glam from Home Challenge. If you'd like to see how I got this look here, please keep on watching. I'm going to start off by brushing my hair out. I woke up with my hair kind of tangled like this, so I'm just going to brush it out until it goes back to its usual smooth, straight self. So that's my hair done. I'm starting off with a primer, and this one is from NARS. It's just their oil-free Pro Prime Pore Refining Primer, and I'm just going to be applying that with my hands all over my face. Next, I'm going to be going in with foundation, and I'm using the Infallible 24-Hour Matte Cover Foundation from L'Oreal and a Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to be buffing this in all over my face, working my way from the center of the face outwards just because I want most coverage in the center of my face. I've also taken my foundation down my neck just so it blends into my body better, and now I'm going to go in with the Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Concealer from Rimmel and just a concealer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take that underneath my eyes just where I'd like a little bit more brightness, and also over any blemishes I have. Now that I've concealed my face, I'm going to be setting my whole face with the e.l.f. Translucent Mattifying Powder and a Duo Fiber Face Brush from Real Techniques. Next, I'm taking the bronzer from Too Faced. This is just the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I think this is a multitasking brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to bronze the perimeters of my face with that to bring back a little bit more colour. Next, I'm going to grab an angled blending brush just like this. I'm going to take the same bronzer and contour my nose with it just down the two sides. Next, I'm going to grab this kind of flat shading brush from Real Techniques, and this shade at the top of the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette here, White Chocolate, and I'm just going to put that on the center of my lids just to give kind of an even base. I'm also going to be grabbing it on my ring finger and just dragging that down the center of my nose. Next, I'm going to be using a base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and this shade here from the palette is just called Milk Chocolate, and I'm going to be washing that through my crease. Next, I'm going to be grabbing this shade from the bottom of the palette here. It's a shimmery kind of brown shade called Hazelnut, and I'm going to be using the same brush. I'm taking that through the crease, but I'm not taking it as far out as I took the first shade, Milk Chocolate. I'm just using a blending brush to diffuse the edges. Next, I'm going to be grabbing this slightly darker shimmery shade here. This is called Hot Chocolate, and I'm going to be taking that also through the crease, but again, I'm not taking it as far out as I took Hazelnut. And the last dark shade I'm going to use is just the top shade here, Triple Fudge, which is a really dark matte brown. And I'm just going to be taking that through my outer corner. Now that my base shadow brush is super dirty with all of the shades that we've used on the top of the eyes, I'm going to grab it and take it along the lower third of my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to be bringing brightness back to the eyes, so I'm going to be spraying this concealer brush from Nude by Nature with some Australis Dewy Setting Spray just to dampen my brush. I'm going to take the shade down here, which is called Champagne Truffle. I'm going to take that along the inner mobile lid of my eye. going to take that same shade afterwards and press it over the top with my finger just to make it even more intense. I'm just using my dirty base shadow brush again and blending the light part into the dark part. Next I'm going to be going in with a little bit of blush, and I'm going to be using this shade down here called Flower Child from Becca Cosmetics and a face setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just applying that to the tops of my cheeks. Next I'm going to be taking this highlighter called Flexitarian, and it's just from Colourpop in their Super Shock Cheek formula, and I'm going to be using this angled setting brush. I'm just going to be taking that on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm also going to be taking Flexitarian on a small shading brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to be taking it on the small detailed parts of my face. So just on the cupid's bow, I'm going to take it along the center of the nose, inner corners, and on my brow bone to highlight those areas. Next I'm going to be going in with my favourite eyeliner, and this is the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and it's just got a really easy to use brush tip, and I'm going to create a wing on my eyes. So those are my wings complete. I'm going to be going in with brows now. I'm going to be using the Colourpop Black and Brown Brow Pomade and an angled brush from Morphe. This is the M165. I'm just going to be doing my brows with these. Next I'm going in with lashes, and these lashes that I'm wearing today are from Kiss, and I'm just going to be using the Duo Lash Glue to pop those on my eyes. When I'm applying fake lashes, I first let the lash band get tacky, and then I just pop them on using this pair of Essence Lash Tweezers and just place them straight onto the top of my lash line. And now that they're on kind of dodgily, I grab my precise tweezers and then I just place down the edges, so the front and the corner. Next I'm going into lips, and I'm going to be applying the Dose of Colours shade Honey I'm Home, and it's just a really beautiful warm nude shade that suits my skin tone really well. Lastly, I'm going to be setting my face using the Australis Makeup Finishing Spritz. And the last step is outfit. And it's not a pageant look without some big statement earrings, so I'm just popping in these ones. There we go. And to be really glam, I'm just going to take the same highlighter as I used earlier. I'm just going to apply that on the high points of my body just for a bit of an extra glow. And yeah, that is my quarantine glam look. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.